everyone. Welcome back to Whakatane 2026. It's very hot down at Rugby Park, and I'm privileged to have my good friend Whakapene with me at this stage, and we'll be calling this one together. Kia ora e ho.
Ei e rauranga tira mā tēnei te mihi ake kia koutou, mā tātua waka tēnei tō manuwhiri, a Ngāti Kauwha te mihi kauatu ana, a kia koutou. Peter Mac, this is a big one, man. It's hot out there and it's definitely hot, man. I'm just rubbing these shoulders. I heard you in the gym this morning.
Yeah, I was in the gym this morning. You know, I came all the way down from Auckland. Just want a big shout out to TC. He had his 60th last night, New Zealand 60s player. But we're here for the business, and we've got two young teams out here, Hika.
We've got Next Generation. I just saw Cody Walker walk past. He's helping out in the sub box. And then on the other side, we have got LNP. It's a club been around for many years. But Pete, I know you've been calling the games throughout the day. The pitch looks dry.
Yeah, and I think the pitch is dry, but it's the overall blowing hot wind. You know, like the heat of today is going to get you. And in that last game, you know, like there was this restricted men's grade, they're going to be moving. So it is a factor, especially as we get later in the day when we get to the semis and the finals of how much energy you've got left in the tank.
You know what, Pete, you've been coming to this Whakatane tournament for many, many years, and I just see there's some mukapuna playing in this game that have been around, obviously, when their koros and karawa were playing. So we do have Next Gen, and I've just seen young Kupa Hayata out there with the LNP boys. Obviously, his dad's Blair Hayata, so these young fellas don't really get an opportunity to play on this number one field. How good?
Yeah, well, back in the day, they used to bring the restricted players. You know, it wasn't so dominated by the sort of tier one men's and women's, and we had two fields on this one paddock. But this should be very, very exciting. You know, a lot of young budding touch blacks players out there, I would say, young boys, and we're going to go to a battle. You know, I'd like to see some flair. You know, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, and here we have tapping off Next Generation, running right to left on your screen. And these young nippy boys, I know we're looking here strapping up our Achilles just watching this game. But they're just testing this defence, Pete. Yeah. 33 play, 33 peel, just runs outside, tries to slide that one in. Ref's in great position, Pete.
Yeah, the refs have been really good today as they go middle there, you know. 33 outside peel, you know. And, yeah, probably not the outcome. They backed off a little bit there as LNP come forward.
There's young Cooper on the board coming up the field, Hayata. I like their real aggressiveness getting off the line, Pete. They drop and lift, something that you've taught teams and coached after many, many years, but it doesn't matter what level you're at. It's so effective, Pete.
Yeah, and I think it's just about the effort areas. You know, like I was with when I was learning with a guy, Nigel Hotham, and he was really big on the effort areas and the discipline around those effort areas, you know. So if you come in with a good attitude with your effort areas, you get taught the skill set and the tactics and the technical stuff. But that's something that, you know, you need to bring.
Yeah, and I do like that from LNP. They definitely drop, they lift, they don't, as we say, sink or drop off the ball, like backpedaling. When teams are coming to ruck at them, they lift and go forward. Like they push up here. They're trying to get this back gate, which is good, but it's got to be clean, Pete. Yep, not too bad. He released it on the touch well. You know, just completing that set there for Next Gen, that's a win for them. They've gone defensive set, now attacking set. If they can cause a little niggle here on yards, they'll get some good field position, Pete.
Yeah, and one thing I'd say is Next Gen, they need to bring it back their box side to not give them easy access to their box. You know, like, so if they're going to run that last play, plus you're coming left to right, you know, go to that left to right platform, put it back your box side as LNP go long, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Right to left, exactly what I said over there. He goes right to left, hits the winger on the 32 platform, and it's a dot down.
Yeah, well, I just want to have a look at this pass again. I mean, I think I might have seen you do this in Kuala Lumpur in one of the round games.
I don't think so.
But, like, you know, this is probably at least 25 metres in the air, and beautiful timing from that far side winger on the replay there at Whakatane Touch Tournament. There we have it. LNP take a 1-0 lead over Next Gen.
Yeah, Next Gen coming back now. Let's see, they're going middle. They like this 33 platform. Coming back, running the splitter. That's a great lift.
Yes.
Oh, and he went through the middle, eh? Yeah, I love the lift from the link outside on the right, but I think he missed him. That then gave a diversion, you know, the middle thought that he got him. So let's see it here. It drops.
It's the scary man here, isn't it, Pete?
Splitter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he went to get him, and then he hesitated as the pocket defender, and then and that put him off. But there's still, it's got to be done. Yeah, well done.
The system was great, Pete, just not quite the execution.
Yeah. A little bit of comms, me, you, I missed, I got him, and then just being positive on the action as it would be. As we go again with another splitter, and he comes down the middle.
That splitter play, I could call it a young person's play. Pete, it's sort of like a young, agile play. But next gen, they strike back, drew it up, but then LNP go at them with actually the same play, but just a slight different attacking line.
Yeah. And that's the good thing with the splitter. It's, as a platform, if we look at it here, it's got so many attributes to it as he because that middle gate in next gen was so tight, he just went that short side line for it, and it's down.
And he played the body well too, didn't he, Pete?
Yeah. So next gen are coming, about 10 out, they're coming forward.
They got a nice two-man press in the middle there, Pete.
Yeah. He ran an early sweep setup, so I like that early sweep setup and run a follow.
Here we have on the ball next gen, trailing 1 by 1 on this one. Just needs a turn catch. Oh, yeah, money ball over the top. They almost mirror attacking teams, aren't they? But didn't they engage that first defender?
Yeah, I think what happens with our outside defenders now is they're going to a target that's actually, until the ball's released, there is no target. So you've got to hold a channel. And if you're watching that one, he's gone to an early link target. The ball hasn't gone, and he's just gone over the top. So for any budding wingers out there, just hold to a channel till ball's released, and then you can pick a target. It's not target first, it's channel first, then target.
And just to all our viewers of Next Gen and LNP, unfortunately we don't have team sheets. We've just lost the ball there, young Cooper. We don't have team sheets. So if there are some names, quickly text them in, and we'll try our best to get those names to you. But here we are back live. Next Gen started off that one. It's 2-2. LNP Next Gen. We're 5 minutes into this one, obviously 25-minute halves. They've kept quite good rhythm, both teams, which shows a sign of fitness, doesn't it, Pete?
Yeah, and I think the refs have a responsibility to open up the game. Even sometimes it can get a bit short, but they're actually doing their best to keep the game open. And what that does, it actually takes out a lot of the contact. As Cooper goes down here, it takes out a lot of the contact. So the better the refs can keep it open, the more flow and exciting the game's going to be.
Yeah, exciting to see. I'm really impressed with how disciplined. You talked about, I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of flair, but these young fellas are very, very disciplined through their sets, aren't they, Pete?
Yeah, and it's great to see. Obviously it comes down to good coaching. So, both boxers, coaches, and as we look at that, he just slides in a cheeky one, as it would be.
That is how you isolate a defender, isn't it, Pete? Look, he gets the ball, gets one-on-one with his man. He gets, it sets it up here. So he'll come here, he'll come and drop on his player, crossover, get outside his player, dummy, off his right, and then, so the middle inside him is actually just ball watching, really, isn't he?
Yes, and the toucher didn't have to double play there. He didn't need that double effort. He just needed to give him one side. What he did is he done a double effort, checked him in, and then Cooper got him on the outside. Yeah, and impressive by Cooper. Very good.
I'm really liking this two-man defence press from LNP. They get both their middles up. They'll get a point defender up, but they stay quite squared. Pete, they sort of hold and then shut. They don't laterally collapse.
Yeah, if I could add to it just a little bit better at the contact, not a touch and run, but here we're getting back in it. They're exiting out, going to the box. That's 2. Oh, bit of a touch on the arm there. Just need to get to a hip. That's 3.
Yeah, and I must support you. The refs are really opening up the orange, which is, in a fast game, it's so hard to do. Yeah. They're doing it really great and being very consistent. Here comes this 32 platform over the top.
Over the top. Oh, his line. If I can say anything to the refs, the ref whānau, it's as an athlete and a coach, we want to achieve and excel to the best of the best. And refs are exactly the same. They want to be the best they can be. And don't get me wrong, have I had some run-ins with refs? Yeah, because my opinions didn't match their opinions.
Okay, now back to the game.
Yeah.
Back to the game.
But I just want to say to them, if as good as they are, as good as our game is. You know, like that's where I'm going with this. You know, the better the refs can be, the better our touch can be. And then moving to the world stage, we can have more refs in that world stage and not be dominated by other countries as it would be at what's happening now. And there we go again, the right to left.
Yeah, not only is the game good and the finish good, but what about the Whakatane District Council? We've got to give a big shout out to them. The Lion Foundation, they're great. Struddys, come see you soon for some gears.
I think Struddys should put the commentators in a nice commentator set, I think. You know, if anyone's got any kinners out there, they asked me if I was hungry, and I asked if they got any kinners.
Any kinner divers in Whakatane? Just on a slide by, please.
Yeah. Kinners all crazy.
Kinners, oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the game.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
Yeah, I did hear just via production up in Matodi Bay, that's where the Kaimoan is.
Oh.
But, you know, you've got a whakapapa there to get some of it. So, all the best.
Yeah, okay, thank
Yes,
you.
all the best.
Splitter comes, he comes. It looks, he just needs to early release so they can play off that early release. Comes back, still at a 33 ruck here, coming forward. Bit of a 7s W set up, and he takes him short side. Oh, well done, well done. He needed to lift there, he needed to get into that lane.
Ai, kau te mā kohona mai ki tēnei o ngā pakanga, kei wainganui LNP me Next Gen. Ko ngā piro whā kia LNP rua kia Next Gen, kei rātou te pōro tēnei wā. E kia na tēnei nikihanga ko te nikihanga tere rawa atu. I'm still impressed with these outside defenders, Pete.
Yes.
Ko te haumaru. Both these look very active.
Yeah.
You talk about being a positive sort of, all of this.
He lifted every time. Every time on that, he lifted every time. The free passes. I don't know about the free pass. Yeah, but anyway, the young.
That's the age group we're at, you know.
But it's exciting. I know. Yeah. I don't know. But good on them. They're always looking. Let's go and get one. Yeah.
But those, I call them aggressive middles. They allow those links to drop and get in the lane, don't they,
Yes,
Pete?
Yeah.
To pick intercepts and take time away from the attacker.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get to the 7 to D out to the 10. If we do that, then when we drop back, our links then have the ability to drop and lift, and not drop and lift a complete 7, but a 4 to get to the 4. So they've got a better opportunity to take away space. So whānau out there, I know that sounds a little bit technical, but if you are the outside link wing, drop and lift.
Well, I'll tell you what's not technical is Iceman Whakatane. And also Underwood, Wilkins, some of our sponsors, just a big mihi to them. We wouldn't be able to do what we do to bring you this amazing live stream commentary. We've got the local Gecko Productions here, always doing the mean mahi and the Waiariki right through Mātātua. Here we go, nice and bit of speed on the back end.
Ooh, nice pickup. Yeah, the LNP side are collapsing on that left side, so if they just look at the bomb left to right, if they've got a left to righter there, that left side, link and wing is coming quite tight. They're quite active, so that would be a go-to for Next Gen.
Now, Pete, I know you used to own a boat, which tells me you got a bit of money. So if you ever need any advice around money, I'll tell you what, Ake Chartered Accountants, another sponsor of ours, I can put you on a man I know. He can help you out.
Okay, well, with the money, my wealth is in love, and I love my children, so that's where I put my wealth.
Out those candles.
Yeah. The money thing,
It's a bit early for that, chat.
If you need something and I can help you,
that's right.
I would never say no, but
That's right. You were on Waiheke Island last night, so you've come off Romance Island. Listen to these one-liners.
Yeah. Anyway, back to our game. There's LNP come forward. I was on Waiheke Island last night, whānau.
Oh.
Yes.
And now he's asking for kinners when he was eating caviar.
Yeah.
Boy, Jenkins.
Celebrating a 60th of a New Zealand player that I have been to battle with, and so that's it. That's what we do. As LNP come to the line, they're coming forward. It's a good drive. Middle pick, comes back. Oh, and it's dummy half. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd like to see them open that up to a 32
That
ruck.
did seem a bit short, however.
Yeah.
We're a long way away.
We are a long way away.
Yes. And we have been commenting. I just really love how they have been able. You didn't miss that one.
Yeah, no, and that was a good push by the young number 2. Yeah, that was a good push, good effort.
Have they been going to Auckland 55s training? Those bumper boats one, those pushers.
Yeah, I know. Push and mean I mean running forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not so much.
Terminology.
Yeah, sorry. The effort of what he put in there. As next gen comes down, it's 4-2 at the moment. And put one on here and we've got a game.
Yeah.
You know, still plenty of time.
Just at 82 degrees and this beautiful breeze has come through.
You run the splitter. I love it how they run the different angles of the splitter there due to the fact the zone they're set up in.
Yep.
You know, and the movement of obviously where the ball's coming from.
Yeah, that attacking entry line, isn't it, Pete? Off his left. Oh, nice effort from those inside defenders. Look at them. They've definitely done a bit of work around defence, this LNP team, because they're all very hungry, effort on effort.
Yeah, next gen coach, if I was him, I'd be going right to left, 32 pick. This winger on this far side, you know, he loves to just, his target is the link and he's going to that target all the time. So they have that platform set up well, you know, it could be a go-to. Let's see what the coach does, or those basic fundamentals, Hicks?
Yeah, I think this is the point. We're sort of 13.5 minutes in. You know, I don't see much sweat coming off the young pups, but fatigue has definitely crept in because we have seen a few slight errors in the last minute or so. And this is probably where you see those players a little bit of leadership step up.
Yep. Let's see it. Let's see what they go to here.
I think sometimes keeping it easy, just getting back to your systems.
Go to a Geordie, have a look. Oh,
yeah. Everyone seems to be on the same chat. John Park. Oh, unlucky.
Just the tip there, just the tip, and that would have been a big way into tightening up the game. As LNP, they work it out of the red zone, get to an exit.
You know, another great thing, Pete, is no matter what's been happening on the field, all teammates have been just so positive.
Yes.
You know, whether there's an error or not, there's nothing said. They just get onto it, get onto their job, which is a big compliment to the culture of both teams, I think.
Yeah. And, you know, just the mentality of the what's next rather than worrying about what's happened. You know, they take a little bit of feedback and then what's next. As the next gen link lifts quite hard into the lane there, probably lucky that ball went to ground.
Yes.
As they get back to the mahi, coming out of the red zone, it's 3. Let's see what they go strike here, right to left, 32 pick. No, he's going middle. No, he plays body, steps out.
Yes. You know, they don't open gates.
Yeah, that's
probably,
why I'd go to that right to left platform just to open that one up and give. Then they have to make a lateral moving decision, which is then going to define some clear space, or give some clear definition on a release. As they come through the field, LNP getting into the mahi, that's good in transition. Here they all come.
Yeah, a little bit of leadership sort of stepped onto the field here.
Oh,
it's a bit of tempo.
Oh,
yeah, draw pass.
Probably just a little bit of misread in defence there. There wasn't much there.
And we just saw the difference between a really clean, crisp, drawn pass opposed to sort of a floater, like those key moments. They're quite critical.
I think the next gen just got a little bit lost in terms of number there, you know, like, and then they shifted early as he goes through middle.
Yeah, that ball off the work there, just held up his outside defender, held, and speed won on the day, Pete.
Yep. So he plays a little bit of body, gets into the gate. The opposite middle then puts in that cut, which gives him a little bit of a different picture to look at. He runs through the middle there. He goes cut. And then they sort of went a little bit of man and he went straight through the middle there.
You know, when I'm looking at the 3 adjudicators,
one of them just waved at you.
Yeah, they're getting around really good, you know? That's the pass. Yes, that's that skill set we talk about, eh?
Yeah.
Draw pass, you know.
I think the winger actually got caught. He got left behind, which then made it all a little bit harder, you know. He actually got a shock that he got away on him, and then he had to sort of catch up some range, and then, made the pass harder. As LNP go to their box, let's see what they kick out with here.
It's good to see him finding more so the middle than the latch there.
Yeah.
Which means they've got a bit of an eyes up, Pete, opposed to a bit of a roboticness about them.
Yeah.
Very disciplined in the red to orange, but good with a bit of eyes up coming out of the box.
Probably don't need to actually take that one. I'd shift a little bit earlier and then go to a 3-2 ruck and put it back to the box. I keep saying that, but it's just so hot that, you want them to work from their far side to get all those touches to get to the box, to get fresh on. And the objective is actually to run their legs, to make them work harder to get the same outcomes.
Yeah, just looking at next gen's defensive systems laterally, they really get a point defender out, really is quite evident. Well, look at him smoke through, Jing. Oh, it's just that skill set again.
I think we went all at the same time, yeah. Didn't really...
Done everything else fantastic.
Yeah, good speed, fake that short...
Actual lethal speed.
Yeah, fake that open side again, that lateral movement in defence.
Force policy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the middle probably went a little bit too far in terms of that inside middle. He didn't have to, and then hello.
Some good coaching there, though, from next gen. They got the right person on the ball. Hey, they got a pick for the right person, ran the right play. It was just that last execution, but really it's been going end to end for some time now, Pete.
Yep. Still a 5-2 to LNP. So, we've got now 6 minutes to play in this game. So, next gen really need to tidy it up here. And good touch there, good diving touch by number 12. Well done.
That was a great touch because they were really stretched out there.
And good acknowledgement as well. He knew he made it. He dived and made that touch. So well done.
Yeah, this one comes covering there and then steps off his right foot here. It's a hard one to defend here. Look at the reaction. Comes over. Yep, he's felt something there. Yeah. The runners felt it too because generally you'd have a little bit of a hooey about that one, but he acknowledged.
Well done.
Yep.
And then they come down. They probably just need to tidy up their platform again in this green zone for them.
Yeah, these three adjudicators, they're not missing anything, Pete.
Yeah, they're on it.
They're on it.
They're on it.
Yeah, and they're on the live stream too.
Yep. Okay, they're going middle again. Obviously a very dominant middle attacking setup, these young fellas.
You slide this one in, man. Oh, great. I'll tell you what, that pocket defender, he saved the day there.
Yeah. Let's see where they go next.
Yeah. See, they get the strong point defender. They do that well, Pete.
Yeah.
Which promotes everyone else, to be in their space. Oh. And, these type of opportunities, that's where next gen, they need to get that back gate.
Yeah.
Pull that point defender and get the other middle, right?
Yeah, and I'd love to see them kick out to something different from...
Yeah, 32. Yeah.
Sweep the 32, 32 pick, 32 Jordan.
Yep.
Just to do a change-up because the LNP is actually very, very tight now. So they've tightened them up. Now just kick out and because you're isolating outside so much easier as they go through. And that's some good D there.
I'm just enjoying the end-to-end touch, Pete. With these, such a young group. I see a few
and clean ends in.
Yeah.
Clean ends in.
Young, clean. They know they play a lot of touch, sending out a lot of these young fellas at Māoris in secondary school. So they've come into the tournament with quite a bit of touch under their belt, adding on all their module stuff. And hence why we've got a good quality game here.
Yeah, no, nice. And let's see what next gen do now.
You've got a bit of feet here. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, unlucky. It was actually the right idea.
Yeah, that link. If he plays body a little bit more on that middle rather than coming across to that, even though it's a man on side, he's coming across that gate. He needs to go down that real tight line of that toucher. As LNP come down, they're coming on hard. They go to middle. Oh, they went to a passive.
Good read.
Yeah, passive setup there.
Good read. Because you've got to get that front door. You've got to get that front door really pulling that first defender, don't you, Pete?
Yeah, and I think they could move the zone over across to the right side to set up that passive right to left rather than keeping it left side. As he comes through the middle of transition, he's got good speed and he goes the distance and it's a try. Well done. And they needed it too. It's been a bit of 7-7, and then they've just got the rewards next gen.
Yeah, hoi anō e te iwi, koutou e hono mai ki tino ngā pakanga nui kei wainga nui at LNP. Me next gen, just it's good to see the young fella stretch the legs out. LNP take a 5-3 lead. We've got about 3 minutes left in this one, but don't go anywhere because we're coming up to our semi-finals and then obviously right through ki ngā whiringa tō o tēnei whakataitau, Whakatane. So Pete, we've got 3 to go. Down by 2, what would you be telling next gen on this next back end?
Well, I'd be going either in transition as he goes big right to left, and that's what I'd be saying to LNP. They've had huge success on that right to left platform there. So to next gen, I'd either out of transition, kick wide to a 32 ruck and put a power scoop on, or 32 pick right to left, you know, going there.
Wow. That was him. They've got some really good right to left throwers, these boys.
Yeah.
You know, really good. Every time they've been scored on, they've come back around that platform, haven't they?
Yep.
Or a splitter.
Yeah, so, you know, next gen here, if they go to this 32 platform, because they've changed the right winger here, but he was going to a link, was his target all the time. Here we go. Oh, that's 33. Oh, they've run the fake, and he goes right to left. Hallelujah. That's not bad. You know,
yeah,
a little bit of a change up from the quickie.
Nice.
Yeah, and they changed the picture. So, you know, they go to a 33 platform, fake the plus and give it to the minus. So give it straight off, and he goes long.
As you know, obviously coaches, when the coach gives a play and you go in and execute it, everyone's on the same page.
Yes, yeah. Well done,
yeah. Yeah, nice.
You know, like they just need to have a stopper in here. Look, there's like a minute and a half here. Like a stopper in here, go and get a quick one. Same thing.
Yeah, well, they got some pretty sharp operators out there at the moment.
Well, if they go to this 32 platform here, oh no,
here's Hayata.
Yeah, he's going to go to middle, crossover, comes back right to left.
Yeah, good D, great defence there.
Yeah.
You know, he buys himself a lot of time, Cooper.
Yeah.
You know, on the ball, he actually has quite a lot of time.
Yeah. And he does it with distraction of how he shifts the ball, his feet, you know, running a splitter here, coming back.
That's a great D set from next gen.
Here we go.
That's the first stopper in some time after they've scored.
Let's see it. Next gen coming down. Oh, that's a penalty. And
it's good refereeing if they touch first, Paul.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that could always go either way.
Yep. They just need to put some power and, you know, some effort areas here. That's better. That's 3.
I'd like to see if they get 4. Oh, here he is. Got the speed man there, 8. He needs to check off and get a real clean plant. It's got to be strong. He's got a really great
okay.
Yeah,
interesting. He didn't. Platform wasn't the best. Split the wrong way. Didn't get balance there. But anyway, learning.
Yeah.
We've only got a few seconds left in here. I think LNP have done enough here and earned their win. You know, just been a little bit more clinical. Oh, as the winger goes, and there's a good touch there. And that's the game. And a great win to LNP. Congratulations to the coaching staff of LNP, and well done to Next Gen. And to our athletes out there, what a lovely game. You know, played in good spirits and developing.
Hei, kia nore re te iwi, ka hoki mai, a tōna mai, a ko ake nei. Mauri ora.
Alrighty, whānau mā, that's the end of another round of the annual Whakatane January Touch Tournament, our 38th edition, would you believe? 38th Whakatane.
Yeah, foot on the gas, yeah, I'm on the way down. Move out the way, yeah, it's gotta go down. Coming in hot, I ain't finna back down. Won't give it to me, I'll take that crown. Moving and shaking, I'm shaking the ground. Gotta stay ready, I'm ready right now. I bring the noise, they ain't making a sound. It's quiet for you, cause I'm hearing them now. Take the safety off it. Click, boom, take my advice and hit it.
Move it.